Attention, Mountaineer family. The commencement ceremony is about to begin. At this time, please locate the nearest emergency exit. Please silence your cell phones, tablets, and other electronic devices, and turn your attention to the outstanding students who are the focus of this day. This is their moment to shine, so please give them and their many accomplishments your full attention. Now, let's get ready to welcome our graduates.
Today, we honor West Virginia University's 2022 May graduates, 152 years after Marmaduke H. Dent became the university's first graduate and alumnus. Please welcome West Virginia University's Davis College of Agriculture, Natural Resources, and Design candidates for graduation. And now, please welcome members of the Platform Party. Dean Darrell W. Donahue, Division and School Directors, and Administrative Members in the Davis College. Heather Jennings, today's commencement speaker and owner and designer at Blackwell and Jennings. Grand Marshal Chad Proudfoot, carrying the university baton. And Marianne Reed, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. Please rise for the singing of our national anthem, performed by Christian Klausnitzer.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please remain standing for the singing of the Alma Mater.
Alma, our alma mater, the home of mountaineers, sing we of thy honor, everlasting through the years. Alma, our alma mater, we pledge in song to you. Hail, all hail our alma mater, West Virginia, you.
You may be seated.
Welcome, Davis College graduates, family, and friends. Thank you all for being here. It is truly an honor to celebrate this occasion with you, especially in person. After the challenge of the pandemic, this day is even more momentous for our graduates, an occasion really to rejoice. Family and friends, throughout this journey, you have encouraged, cared for, and loved these students. Your support was vital to their success. Thank you for all you did. Davis College graduates, the dedication and perseverance that you've shown is incredible. You've completed your final semesters of college while our world endured a pandemic. Many things about your education was very different than others who came before you or will come after you. You faced obstacles that others have not had to. These challenges helped you prepare for your future. Regardless of the challenges you faced to this point, you have built your skill set in a toolbox to make difference in tomorrow's world. Knowing that each day will bring new challenges, life will not always go as planned, just like the last couple of years. That's okay. You will be measured by how you respond to those challenges. Facing challenges also means making mistakes. One of my mentors told me once, "Don't worry about making mistakes. If I didn't make mistakes, I would not have learned all that I did, and I wouldn't be here today." I've always kept that knowledge very close at hand, and now I hope you do the same. In the coming years, you will find your place in the world. Some of you will be change makers, some helpers, and some leaders. You'll join clubs, take on new hobbies, and meet new people. You'll find unexpected friends in your coworkers, your neighbors, at community events, and very unlikely places. I cannot wait to hear about those places you will go and how you will grow. And no matter where your life's journey takes you, always remember that you can come home to WVU and our Davis College. We'll be here to celebrate your successes and support you through the challenges. On behalf of all the Davis College family, congratulations, graduates. Best wishes for your future. It is now my great pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker for today, Heather Jennings. An experienced interior designer, Heather is owner and designer at Blackwell & Jennings, a health and wellness commercial design company in Raleigh, North Carolina. She is a 2000 graduate of the West Virginia University Davis College, having earned her bachelor's degree in textiles, apparel, and merchandising. She continued her studies at the Parsons School of Design in New York City, an experience that helped foster her innovative spirit and love for functional design, and broadened her understanding of retail, product sourcing, merchandising, and commercial design. Heather founded Blackwell & Jennings in 2016 after transitioning from fashion to interior design. In 2017, she began to focus specifically on projects in the health and wellness sector, working to improve productivity and well-being in her clients' workspaces and waiting rooms. Her projects incorporate methods and techniques proven to increase creativity and make visitors feel welcome. And her goal is to create experiences for clients that are inclusive and engaging by integrating natural materials, light, plants, greater color definition, and varied spatial setups. Heather believes in lifelong learning and is currently studying color theory, space planning, and new rendering platforms. She recognizes empathy for her clients and the ever-changing zeitgeist as important influences on her design style. Fascinated by the ways interior space can provide healing and comfort, Heather practices daily design rituals both at work and home. I know she's thrilled to be here, her alma mater, and loves this place and the work that she does. And she wishes for you all the success and happiness in the world. Please help me welcome Heather Jennings to the podium.
Good afternoon, Provost Reed, distinguished guest, faculty, and the hard-working class of 2022. Families and friends, I'm a very proud Mountaineer that sat in your seat, class of 2000, from the Fashion Design and Merchandising program. It's humbling and exciting to be here today. When I graduated 22 years ago, never in my wildest dreams did I imagine myself here speaking to you on this stage. But it was this school, the friendships I made, the mountain air that got me to where I am today. I would like you to take a minute and travel down a country road with me as if we were in a song by some of my musical icons, Billie Holiday, Fiona Apple, Tori Amos, Juliana Hatfield, women whose music carried me throughout my college experience here in Appalachia with their perseverance and strength. My hope is that I can be a little bit of inspiration to any of you who feel overwhelmed by life challenges after leaving Motown and our beloved WVU. You've learned a lot about your chosen field of study, but perhaps more importantly, you've learned about yourself. I'm here to tell you to trust your intuition as you go through life. So here's the first verse in my song. As a child in Annapolis, Maryland, a typical day in my room revolved around me playing records, happily dressing Barbies, sketching, and daydreaming. These happened to be the prerequisites to become a fashion designer. So by age 16, I knew this is exactly what I would become. As a teen, I faced challenges like many of you. I am a sexual abuse survivor. It's something I carried with me when I started college. However, I didn't let this stop me from being proud of who I am, an edgy teenager driving a '69 Pontiac Le Mans, blasting Weezer with my own style and look, never trying to be anyone else. Looking back, I see that fashion design helped me to deal with the trauma I faced as a young girl. Wearing clothes helps us to feel safe. Like armor, the things we wear offer a certain protection. As many musicians heal through their writing, I use fashion to overcome my own struggles. When I arrived at WVU, I found an amazing group of friends at Lyon Tower who broadened my perspective on life and inspired me to learn more about my own values. Second verse. West Virginia offered many options to enrich my life on campus. We hiked Cooper's Rock, went to concerts on 123 Pleasant Street, skied at Canaan Valley, and experimented in spoken word at Jay's Daily Grind. One of my favorite memories is reading my own poetry on stage with a stand-up bass playing behind me. Another was the time my best friend and I played Jack and Diane 20 times in a row on an old jukebox at DJ's Lounge. My experience at WVU was wild and wonderful and gave me the confidence to trust in myself in making some key life decisions. Third verse. The game changer after graduation was moving to New York to follow my dreams. And of course, I brought my trusty West Virginia sidekick with me, my best friend from fashion school at WVU. After handing over our life savings for the security deposit, I had a lease on a leaning Brooklyn apartment. You could literally roll a ball across the railroad apartment, and at the end, there was a hole that the ball would fall into. We loved Brooklyn in that first year. I attended Parsons School of Design, and it was a West Virginia graduate that later hired me for my first design job on Fifth Avenue. The lesson here is, don't wait for your ship to come in. Make your own dreams come true. I met my husband in New York, and our next big move was to relocate to North Carolina. And I've been there since 2005. I continued my successful fashion career in Raleigh and gave birth to 2 daughters. It's important to note that there are places outside of New York to find design jobs. The point here is, don't be afraid to change your location. In 2015, my husband passed away, and while this is one of the most challenging parts of my life, it also made me realize that it was time to make a career change. So I quit my fashion design job and started my own interior design firm, Blackwell & Jennings, which was another dream of mine. Remember, you can still take risk even when you're in the middle of hard times. I next focus my business on something I care very much about, health and wellness. Planned Parenthood approached my interior design firm to revamp all 14 of their South Atlantic healthcare centers, and my work for the newly renovated Charlotte Planned Parenthood won a National Design Award with Rethinking the Future. Pivoting into health and wellness felt natural to me considering my own life experiences. My practice provides patients with design elements that are proven to make them healthier. Natural light, calm colors, and plants in interior spaces, all these things help patients to heal, whether they're suffering from physical or emotional pain, which makes my work part of the emerging field of trauma-informed design. And the moral here is, if you feel stuck in your career, do something that matters to you, something that makes a difference. And now, my final verse. Luckily, this isn't a Bob Dylan song with 20 verses. In your packet today, you received a little note. This note is a poem from me to pass a little good luck on to you. Maybe you'll carry this mantra, this fortune, with you, as now begins the real work of becoming who you are. And now, class of 2022, I challenge all of you, when facing big life decisions, you rely on your intuition and confidence that you developed here at WVU to set your own course. Life is like a country road with bumps and really fun hills, just like these mountains. It's music, friends, art, poetry, and most importantly, listening to your inner voice that gets us to our destination. I wish you all great fulfillment and joy on the country road that you choose. Thank you for having me, and good luck to you after walking across that stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy a performance of Simple Gifts.
Tis a gift to be simple, tis a gift to be free, tis a gift to come down 'Tis a gift to be simple, 'tis a gift to be free, 'tis a gift to come down where we ought to be. And when we find ourselves in the place just right, it will be in the valley of love and delight.
I now present the students who fulfill the requirements for graduation from the Davis College of Agriculture, Natural Resources and Design at West Virginia University. I invite Provost Reed to join me in congratulating these graduates.
I would ask the faculty marshal to bring the doctoral candidates forward. Please hold your applause until all doctoral candidates have been recognized. Victoria Ayers. Timothy P. Bolts. Lucas E. Price. Christopher W. Schwinghammer. Gregory D. Martin. Elena J. Spar. Mingjong Zhang. Ritika Karana. I would now ask the faculty marshal to bring the master's degree candidates forward. Please hold your applause until all master's candidates have been recognized. Destiny B. Forsyth. Taylor E. Haney. Jacob D. Harrell. Katrina High. Olivia N. Kincaid. James E. Leonard. Elizabeth A. Lynch. Joel L. Mota. Molly I. Powney. Eric Carl Edvard Sinius Schustet. Casey M. Yost. Matthew A. Young. Olivia Sinclair. Now we have the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Animal and Nutritional Sciences. Colton J. Arrington, magna cum laude. Alyssa M. Blanky, summa cum laude. Megan L. Kasner, summa cum laude. Victoria L. Craig. Rachel Deary. Emily M. Egan. Logan Foley, magna cum laude. Caitlin Fick, cum laude. Simone Jajarian, summa cum laude. Kenzie T. George. Lauren L. Graham. Alexis A. Graham. Kelsey J. Harler. Courtney N. Holbrook. Alexa M. Jasinski, summa cum laude. Joplin Kerr, summa cum laude. Lucas Canar, summa cum laude. Andrea Masters. Nicole C. Mays. Kaylee M. Montgomery, magna cum laude. Alexis Moss. Kyle G. Murphy. Brady Nicewarner, summa cum laude. Emma Patterson, cum laude. Peyton Poach. Kari Porter, cum laude. Madeline Schoderbeck. Mackenzie R. Settler. Elizabeth N. Sheets. Daniel J. Staton, summa cum laude. Athena Stoddard. Tajay Stuckey. Jensen Swartz, magna cum laude. Jessica M. Temple, Danielle Witt, summa cum laude. Now the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Biochemistry. Carter A. Boger, magna cum laude. Juan A. Casas Doza. Kevin Dubai, summa cum laude. Stephanie Dykes. Hunter Edwards, cum laude. Joshua Farrar, summa cum laude. Lydia Fry. Coleman Hazen. Brianna Hodak. Max Holmeyer. Jaden P. Lindsay. Derek Wynn, magna cum laude. Nicole Pereira. Shayna Redford, cum laude. Ryan L. Schilling. Kathleen Summers, magna cum laude. Hannah Tragi. Sierra Ward. Leon J. Wilson, cum laude. Now the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Human Nutrition and Foods. Allison Carroll. Hannah Cummings. Natalie Dizwalski. Sarah Fideldi. Peyton Foster, cum laude. Renee Hertenberger. Evelyn Lee. Melanie Noel Maroon. Anna McDougall, summa cum laude. Aiden McDowell, cum laude. Tara McNabb. Saher Salem Mokhtar. Annie Ziegler, summa cum laude. Now the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Agroecology. Miranda Bradley. Drake Pollock. Now presenting the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Applied and Environmental Microbiology. Eliza Seifert, summa cum laude. Now the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Environmental, Soil, and Water Sciences. Bradley Boldacey. Jenna Breckner, summa cum laude. Lillian Byers. Tyler Diedrich, summa cum laude. Hannah Dillaplane. John Dolan. William Fleming, cum laude. Matthew Lockney. Timber Minnick. Lillian Reinhardt, summa cum laude. Kala Solomon, cum laude. Samantha Spector. Anna Trombetta, cum laude. Presenting the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Agriculture, Horticulture. Alexandria Busdecker, cum laude. Kaylee Kavanaugh. Brittany Cooley. William Creek, cum laude. Natalie DeStefano. Savannah Mead, summa cum laude. Jonathan P. Morgan. Presenting the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Agriculture, Agricultural and Extension Education. Jacqueline Carroll, magna cum laude. Lindsay Kaufman, magna cum laude. Ashton Lazarek. Catherine Lily Melchak, summa cum laude. Shawnee Michaels. Casey Miller, cum laude. Allison Mongold. Jameson C.J. Smith, magna cum laude. Ivy Ward, magna cum laude. Mackenzie Wills, magna cum laude. Now presenting the candidates for the bachelor's degree in design studies. Peter Hart. Benjamin Ackland. These are the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Fashion, Dress, and Merchandising. Taylor Frame. Taylor Hesdra. Grace King, cum laude. Riley O'Neill, magna cum laude. Ava Peroni. Taylor Plord, cum laude. Sierra Ramsey, magna cum laude. Charmaine Riestenberg. Julie Sable, cum laude. Jillian Smith, magna cum laude. Maria Elena Somoza, cum laude. Sabrina Zemborski. Now the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Interior Design. Casey Beggi, summa cum laude. Callista Ann Bogus, magna cum laude. Nathan Boggs. Taylor Bowers. Flowers, magna cum laude. Mohammed El Haddad. Naya George, magna cum laude. Kelsey Alexis Hornsby. Eliza Jakowski, summa cum laude. Morgan Kalman. Abigail Kaufman, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Arenzik. Valentina Vidal Luna, summa cum laude. Now the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Landscape Architecture. Sarah Al-Awadi. Faith Bigelow, magna cum laude. Morgan A. Clutter. Dylan Holland. Juan Wu, magna cum laude. Jordan Metzler, magna cum laude. Louisa Molakuri, magna cum laude. Kurt Moyer, magna cum laude. Madison Schultz. Jacob Young, magna cum laude. Quinn Zychek. Presenting the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Energy Land Management. James Beal. David Dennis. Brian Duvall. Samuel Furr. Rachel Kalani. Kenzie Kors, summa cum laude. Dalton Lowther. Stuart Moore. John Mueller. Spencer Ortiz. Nicholas Phelan. Luke Holing. Corbin Wiles. Devin Williams. Now presenting the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Forestry, Forest Resources Management. Antonio Alvarez. Jonathan Batten. Jeremiah Buchanan. Clay Cochran. Jacob Felber. Elijah Haynes. Colin Metz. Jackson Combs. Griffin Doggett. Noah Hayslip. John Holden, magna cum laude. Ann Kinkoff. Austin Taylor. Nicholas Sardulius. Trenner Weil, summa cum laude. Now the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Recreation, Parks, and Tourism Resources. Aubrey Bartman. Daniel Buchanan. Olivia Dunn, cum laude. Benjamin Hurley. Merrigan Mangum. McLean Rayleigh. Braden Roop, summa cum laude. Presenting the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Wildlife and Fisheries Resources. Stanley Archer, magna cum laude. Wyatt Lane Baker. Amelia Bard, summa cum laude. John Beilhart, magna cum laude. Leah Bittinger. Lauren Cheshire. Taylor Floyd. Shaylin Drescher. Dominique Ennis. Ashley Frimmel. Brady Harris. Bo Hendrickson. Sean Keene. Jonathan Knopf. Dylan Kuntz. Cameron Lane, cum laude. William Lesenby. Connor McMullen. Bailey Megan. Christopher Meyer. Lindsay Miller. Alexandra Meisel. Michael Mosser. Burgundy Roby. Cosmo Scott, cum laude. Owen Seagard. Chase Semenek. Sam Shelton. Alex Smith. Steve Turon, magna cum laude. William Aldrich, magna cum laude. Bethany Wager, summa cum laude. David Witt. Michaela Wood, magna cum laude. Now the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Agribusiness Management. Evan Brunette. Casey Geary. Matthew Hayner. Holden Headley. Brett Jabor. Savannah Pettit. summa cum laude. Holly Robinson, cum laude. Ian Waitkus. Presenting the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Environmental and Energy Resources Management. Jacob Bedekovich. Logan Bond, summa cum laude. Luke Degelman, cum laude. Haley Jane Hammerquist. Kenneth M. Hergenroder. Samuel J. Humbert. Isabella Miller, summa cum laude. Cassidy Northup, cum laude. Michael Nye, cum laude. Colton Parsons, summa cum laude. Kyle Sheets. Garrett Smyton. Kelly Starlipper, summa cum laude. Nathan Walker. Now the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Environmental and Natural Resource Economics. Lacey Doherty. Sophia Nunez. Provost Reed, this concludes the presentation of the candidates for graduation.
Good afternoon. Will the degree candidates from the Davis College of Agriculture, Natural Resources, and Design please rise? I am absolutely thrilled to be here today to celebrate West Virginia University's 2022 graduates. What a glorious day. Each of you stands on the cusp of your future and at the beginning of a new journey that will take you farther than you can ever imagine. On this journey, you will face many obstacles, take a number of wrong turns, and have moments of triumph and soaring success, just like Heather Jennings did. And I hope you really listened to her speech today because she shared some real insights and emotion. And do you know that she wrote an individual poem for every single one of you? Yeah. So really read that poem. There will be a number of paths that you could take, but if you use your head and listen to your heart, you will find the path that is right for you. You're probably excited right now, and let's face it, a little bit scared. But don't let your fear of the unknown paralyze you. Get started, get moving, take chances, and if you hit a roadblock, be willing to change course to reach your destination. Be confident in who you are and the strength that lies within. You have already met and overcome so many challenges, including, dare we say it, a global pandemic. Your experience these past 2 years has made you resilient and adaptive, and it has strengthened your resolve. You've shown grit in the face of adversity. But I also hope that you've gained empathy, realizing how important it is to be kind to yourself and to others who may also be struggling. Life can be hard, but it can also be an absolute joy, especially when you find your purpose, make connections, and open your heart to others. You already have the grit, but now you also have your degree. Your WVU education will open doors for you and serve as the foundation for your future. Wear the flying WV logo with pride. We are so proud of you and your success. We've enjoyed our time with you, and we will miss you terribly. But remember, no matter how far you roam, you will always have a place at West Virginia University. We remain your home among the hills. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the West Virginia University Board of Governors, I hereby confer upon you the degree for which you have been recommended, with all the rights, honors, and privileges associated with it. As West Virginia University's newest graduates, you may move your tassels to the left side of your cap. Congratulations, class of 2022.
Please remain standing. Graduates, university marshals will release you in an orderly manner after the platform party exits the floor.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, all my memories gather round her. Miner's lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Missed a taste of moonshine, teardrops in my eyes. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, I hear her voice in the morning hours. She calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday, Lord, yesterday. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home.